Hit the button.
You don't have it?
Yeah, this pop-up just keep coming up. Okay. I had to figure out how to close this notification. I'm at the hospital still, y'all.
Oh, how's your mom?
She's half asleep right now.
Okay. Now that's what I call dedication, ladies and gentlemen. She's doing the class against all odds. That is dedication. We appreciate you, Coach.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you guys too. Look, she tried to send me home and I wouldn't go. Not till I make her get out with me. Okay, can you see my screen? Oh, wait. I don't want y'all to see that screen. Not that one. Okay, we can use that. You okay? Okay, y'all can't see my screen, right?
Yep, we're able to see your screen.
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to, I like my favorite system with the SBA is the 5.0 with the trend lines, but I love trend lines. And y'all know I love my M and W patterns as well. So today, that's what I want to cross over some, is getting some of these trades with this star bar arrow and making sure that we use how using our trend line with this, how wonderful it could be for you. So, oh, thank you. So let's get to it. Oh, they said prayers and hugs, Mom. Y'all can't hear her, but she said thank you and she appreciates you guys. Okay, so here, right here on our 1 hour, well, I'm on the 1 hour chart right now, but you see how we have our star, our bar, and our arrow, and y'all see our M pattern right here. I'm gonna get to drawing today. Where my stuff at? So this is my area that I want to talk about with you guys right here. Because in here, this is a prime area with the setup and the move in it. You see, it was wonderful. You could have got you a lot of pips and made your money and came, hold on, wait. And came from, if you would have took it on your second, stop it. You took your entry on your second leg, which is also where you see that star, you could have caught you about 400 and, well, if you came down to the star 465 pips, but at least about 408 if you came here. But what you want to see is, you not only do you see your star bar arrow, and what I see in the chat is I see some people saying they're still having problems. And this could easily be one of your problems. You can see your star bar and stuff and be ready and have your arrow. And you take your entry and it starts doing this. And then it starts to come back and you're like, oh no, I want to get out the trade. Don't ever forget your rules of exit. Your rules of exit, even with your star bar arrow, is if the candle do not come above the star in this arrow, you stay in your trade. You see your M pattern right here. You have too many confirmations to get out of this trade and not make your money. Here you see your M form. You have your star bar arrow. You have your turn down here, and it's on the bottom of your trend line. Everything in this says sell. So you just take it and drop down to a lower time frame. Let me go back some. And you see up here in this area, hold on. Okay. Stop. And you still go back here and where I drew that zone, you have what, your star bar arrow right here, and this is your first indication. And even on your 15-minute chart, you see it make that M pattern. You get your second star bar arrow, and it's cash out. So if you feel like that you're struggling and you're like you're here and you might catch your little pips here, a small amount here, and you pull back, and this pullback say, oh, I'm going to take out. But remember, this is that solid one. And don't forget your pattern. Every time that you're in a trade, your trade makes a setup before it moves. That's exactly how Taz was able to create the star bar arrow. It finds the setup, and that's where the accuracy comes from. It finds the setup for you to take your move. So it found your setup on a 1 hour and you had your arrow. And that's another thing you want to match up. You have your star bar arrow on your 1 hour right here. Then you go to your 15-minute and you have your star bar arrow back here. When you see that stuff matching, no, you should know that you are about to go into a trade for a nice run, because you have multiple confirmations on multiple time frames to take the sale. So those are trades that you want to look for, that if you're saying, okay, I'm gonna hold this trade, I'm gonna stay in it, that you have both those confirmations on both time frames. You have your pattern, you have your star bar arrow on your 1 hour, you have it on your 15-minute, and then you go for your pips if you want to hold your trade. So when you see your trade also in there and you see it doing this consolidation, this back and forth, this bouncing around, stay in there, because your rules of exit wasn't met. Even when it pulled back up here by the line, it didn't go above. Your rules of exit weren't met. But what you can do is, if you have a nice size account, if you are properly leveraging your account and you're not taking these huge lot sizes, and you're not taking a 0.20 lot size and you got a $50 account and it's going to blow your account as soon as you move, then you can take another entry, or you can withstand the pullback. And sometimes some of y'all might get out of y'all trades too soon, because you might not understand the difference between your pullbacks and your reversals, even with this. So this is when you have your first star bar arrow going in a different direction, and it's at a point where it's a turnaround point, your pattern, you will see your star bar arrow form. The star is just going to be, this is just your, what is it called? I can't think right now. I just lost the word. Neckline. So once it breaks, it consolidates between the top and the neckline. Once that neckline break, it formed your pattern. That's why you see that pink arrow. Let me go back to, I can't find my spot, but that's why you saw the star bar arrow and the pink arrow and red, and then the blue pullback, and then the pink arrow come. Is this the position? Hold on, you guys, I was going back and I don't remember where I marked my area.
You got to go forward a little bit more.
Okay,
There you go. See your zone right there?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So that's why you see here. This just told you right here, it's consolidating. This just told you this is your neckline. This is what you're waiting to see. So even if you waited to your second pink arrow and took your trade, or you waited till your trade broke your neckline, which this star bar arrow right here presented for you, then you knew you was in it for your trade. Because once that neckline is broke, that trend line is broke. Once that trend is broke, then it's the market just changed direction. I just looked at the chat. What if the color time chart don't match? What do you mean? What if the color time chart doesn't match?
On the color charts at the top, Coach CREE, it says like on 1 minute, a sale, and then 5 minutes by 15 minutes by, you know what I mean?
Are you
like I thought all three were supposed to match.
Are you talking about for the star bar arrow, or from time frame to time frame?
From time frame to time frame.
Well, here you have your match. Your star bar arrow is right here. And that's why I highlighted this area. Let me pull it back some. Your star bar arrow is right here. And I'm on my high time, my 1 hour time frame. Remember, I told y'all, you find your trend of the trade on your higher time frames. Your lower time frames are your entry point. So here I see this, I go to my 15-minute, and now I'm looking for, like you said, my colors to match. Heck, I keep moving. Hold on. Oh, right, I changed it. I'm looking for my matching colors. So here I see on my 15-minute, I have again my star bar arrow. So now I'm looking for my sale. It gave me my dip, and here, this is another reason why I like the SBA 5.0 that has the trend lines, because here it consolidated till it broke that trend. So when you get your second star bar arrow right here, that's going that same direction. And remember, since it said it was gonna take a sale on the 1 hour, that's what I'm looking for. I wouldn't have looked for this to really buy. I would have looked for this to do just what it did, not go above this star bar arrow. And when it started turning back down or broke that trend line, that's an entry point. So when I would have went from my 1 hour on my SBA to my 15 minutes on my SBA, if I want my confirmation entry, this is where I would have took my entry. Hold on, yeah. That is not what I was trying to do. I hope I moved that back to the right spot. It's not what I'm gonna do. Let me just try this, circle this area again.
Yeah, you put the clips way too close.
I did.
There you go.
So my entry would have been this area right under the break of the trend line. Also, I would have wanted to see my candlesticks turns black. I would have wanted to see my black dot up here, and I wanted to see my TDI turn black. So everything is confirming my sale that the star bar arrow told me to look for. So now I'm taking it and I'm riding it. It didn't break back above my trend line. It didn't break back above here. I'm riding it. Consolidated a little bit right below the neckline, the break of the neckline, which I would expect. Because once it breaks the neckline, I'm expected to either consolidate or pull back a little bit and then continue my drop. Because usually when you, another thing is when you trade and you catch the top of the reversal, and that's why I like to go from an hour to 15 minutes to catch that trend. When you catch the top of reversal, you can catch the trades where you can say, this is an entry point. You can hold it right here or take profit or make another entry. You can get out the other one or double up. So when you catch it at the top, you can get multiple entries. Or so you can have one trade, take profit, get out, or you can have one trade, two trade, three trades, and let your profit just keep tripling, because it's going to be a cycle. So once you catch it at the top, it's gonna come once or twice or three times down. It normally cycles in that trend 3 to 5 times before the direction wants to change. So once the trend change, it normally do a move, consolidation or pullback, move, consolidation or pullback, move, consolidation or pullback in the direction of the trend. Does that make sense?
Yes,
It
Yes.
does.
yes.
So did I
So
answer your
Coach
question?
CREE,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, go ahead, finish what you were gonna say.
I just wanted to make sure I answered her question.
Yes, I got it now.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. What's your question?
So with the trend line, we're placing the trend lines on the SBA.
No. Task built all of this in. The only reason why I just moved that trend line because it was a mistake. So it's the 5.0. It has the trend lines built in there. So
Oh.
everything is built in there. Your star bar arrow, your trend lines. The only thing that I put up here was the box and the circle, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to your templates, you have several templates that are available for you. You have the first template is going to be the plain 5.0. The second one is going to be the 5.0 with the snake. The third one is going to be the 5.0 with the trend line. That's
Okay.
the one that she's using.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Edgar. So, and even when you have it like this, when you break down to your 5 minute, again, your confirmation, star bar arrow, bang. Trend lines, bang, bang. You wanted to break out of there. Again, that pullback, you know what you're doing. And I'm sure I'm gonna have another star bar arrow right here. Consolidated until it broke that trend. The last star bar arrow, it was not another one. Once it crossed below, again, once it crossed below here, it's gone. Once that trend broke, it's gone. Cash out, we paying bills, buying cars, taking trips, going shopping.
Yes.
And even if you did this and then you did this and you was on your 1 hour and you saw it and you was like, okay, I see a star bar or right here, and you took it and just took, like I just did, make a rectangle and highlight that area and drop down, it'll help your accuracy because you know what you're looking for. You know where your area is. And everything is built. So the bottom part right here will be right here, these lines. Sorry, that will be your neckline here. That's what you will look for. That makes sense?
Can you explain like the term of a neckline?
So the term of the neckline is, okay, so you will have a neckline. Your neckline can show in an M or a W. So let me try to. I know they got some where you can like draw on here, don't they? Or is that only,
Yeah, you can go ahead and draw in, but you have to add it. You don't have them in there.
I don't want to do it. Peter Cottontail. Let me see how I'm to cheat this. So let's say, you know what? I should have drew this. Hold on. I'm gonna lose a little more common sense. Thank you, love you too. I just made my thing freeze. Stop. Okay, so y'all see the M pattern that I just drew, right? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so when I say neckline, what I
Yes.
mean is this area here. Now, even if the neckline is this curve right here. So let me, I'm I got boxes within boxes, this spot. This is your neckline. And what that means is one thing about your neckline, if you had this, his star bar arrow wouldn't form if this didn't have the potential to go below there, because it would still be in the buy trend. Another thing that wouldn't happen is your trend line wouldn't be up here, it would be down here. So your neckline is like a confirmation telling you that the pair is ready to go in the direction of the trend. So even if you missed, so another thing, you might be looking for your entry point and seeing the star bar arrow. So if you was like right here and you seen this entry point and you like, dang, it's up here, I'm too late. Technically, no, you're not, because you have your neckline right here at the bottom, which again, if I was on a 15-minute, you're gonna see that you're gonna see it push up. You're gonna see that arrow, that star bar arrow form and push up right here. And that's telling you that's your neckline right there. So when it come back up, it don't go above there, but when it come down a break here, consolidation, that could be another point of entry.
Now,
Hold
Coach,
on.
are you,
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
okay, so Edgar, where she's saying to get in, do you ever look down at the, because I was looking at the times at the bottom where it says April 8:45 or whatever, because some of it looks a little,
You're looking at the
Confusing.
very bottom of the chart.
do you ever look at that, or you just try to find the same entry as, yeah,
When I'm not looking at the time when I'm training live, when I'm looking is I'm looking up here. Hold on, let me I'm in the same chart that she's in. So
okay. Because I'm like,
share
if you're
mine.
coming down from what she said, a 4 hour or the hour, and then
Okay,
you're looking
so
at the smaller.
I'm over here in the 1 hour time frame. Okay. And here is where your end pattern is right here. You see your star, your bar, and your arrow. You see your trend line right here. Okay. I'm not paying attention to this. I don't care what the time of the day is. I'm paying attention to this part up here. I'm looking to go ahead and look for my entry point. In this case over here, where this arrow is, you see that that's a white candle, which means that it's a candle in transition. Okay. I would wait for that candle to close, and then on the next candle, okay, I will go ahead and make my entry point right there. Now, what she's talking about is she's talking about finding multiple entry points. And what she means by that is when you go ahead and pull into the 15-minute time frame, okay, and we're going to go to the same place over here. When you're looking at a 15-minute time frame, then you're seeing a lot of pullbacks from the sale. All right. And what you want to go ahead and keep in mind is that every time that this price is pulling back, that's an opportunity for you to go ahead and enter the same trade again. Okay. And take a position that is going to be, because remember, we enter right here at the end of this candle. When this candle closed, we enter. So we entered right here. Now, when it's pulling back beyond our original entry point, but it's not pulling beyond the star. The star over here is going to be your hard resistance level. So it's not touching, it's not even getting close to that. So I'm going to take my first entry right here on this candle. Okay. And when it's pulling back, it's pulling beyond that. And in most traders panic. Oh, I'm in the loss. I'm in the red. I'm losing money. Well, no, you're just getting an opportunity to get a better position. Okay. So I will go ahead and get back into it right here, right at the red dot, and take another entry at this candle. And then it pulls back into situation, into the place. And you're getting, now you have two profits. You have your profit from the original entry that you made over here, and you have your profit from the entry over here. When it gets all the way down here, you see another star, a blue arrow, which is indicating another pullback. So you have a choice. You can go ahead and either ride it, or you can ride it until it gets over here. And when you see the black dot, okay, that's going to indicate that it's going to pull back. I take another entry point right there.
Edgar, check your message.
Okay. So hold on one second. I'm looking for messages.
He wants to know
Then-
where would you put your take profit? Your stop loss.
Your stop loss will be where your star
Your
bar
stop
arrow
loss is going to be right up here, right behind your arrow.
Would they
Check
be,
That's-
your message, Edgar. The DM. Check the DM on here.
Yeah, that's what that was his question. That was his
so,
question.
well, and would you keep, say you got into multiple trades, would you keep the same stop loss for all of them? Or would you set different stop losses?
You can't, if you do multiple trades, you are suggested to keep the same stop loss. But that's another thing. If you do multiple trades, you want to make sure at least one of your trades is in profit or has a very good entry point. So you are not going to be doubling your losses if you feel like your entry isn't secure.
I'm sorry,
I personally, I put a stop loss on each entry that I go ahead and do. And I try to keep my stop losses at a minimum of 20 pips. That's a safe stop loss.
okay. So we would, okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
That's not me. Okay, and one other thing, I know you had said something, let me go back to my screen. You said something about the time.
Oh,
I
shoot.
do look at my time when I trade because knowing the timing
It was
of knowing the timing of your trade is super important. It's knowing when you are. So Taz also, he said this before, he was talking about knowing the time you trade. The time that's down here is the general standard time. This is the general mountain standard time. That time does not change. So
Okay.
as far as this, that's gonna be the same. If it's 4 o'clock on here for me, then it's 4 o'clock for the people in the buy on here too. And it's 4 o'clock for the people in West Fort, I don't know where. And it's the same time all around the world. So you can look at the time because actually when I do my oil strategy, I use the time that's down here on my chart.
Because for me, it'd be just me starting to just begin to look at this stuff, and it's like, whoa! If I'm coming down from the big, I didn't even know that really to come down from to say if I was on the hour and then I go down to the 15, I'm like, where am I finding it? So that's why I was asking that. Like, can you use the time to help you?
You remember I did my first class here and I had the 3 screens up.
I think so.
And I was like, I get the hour is for my trend. The 15-minute is for me to find the when my entry is ready. And my 1 minute was for my entry point. So even right here, my 1 hour, my trend was up here when I got my star bar arrow. My 15-minute gave me my entry point when I got my second star bar arrow. Hold on. Oh. Oh, scroll back. I'm trying to see if it's unclicked. No, it's not. Okay. My second entry, on my 15 minutes, my other confirmation first, it was the red star bar arrow right here. Then it created this pattern, and then I have the star bar arrow that's pink right here. So now I'm knowing it's ready for me to find my entry point. So now if I go to my 1 minute or my 5 minute, Now I'm definitely finna find a super exact entry point, because while if did all the consolidating, if I just waited for it to consolidate, or if I just took a trade for every sale I saw, then that's what I would want. So even if I seen that on a 1 hour, what I would do is every time I seen my sale entry, I would take it. If I got something this and I knew it, another star bar arrow came, I know it's a pullback, because I knew my area. The star bar arrow that's on the 1 hour showed me where I'm waiting for it to break to come all the way down. And that's why I said he has everything in here set up. So it's here. I would have got out, let it pull back. My next star bar arrow, take the trade. Take my profit, pull back, take the trade. I would have just kept making money while I was waiting for my entry. And then when it was ready, seemed like it's so far over right now.
That's what I'm saying. So it's for me,
But-
this is new, and I'm like, whoa,
But you know,
what's a
I'm
good
on the
way for
1
me to-
minute now. But
Yeah.
see, and that's the thing, I'm on the 1 minute. So when I had looked on the hour and seen it, remember all of this stuff behind would have already happened. So I wouldn't really be waiting for all of this. I'll probably be here having maybe this amount of movement, because now when it crossed the trend line, and that's why I said I like the trend lines, that's when it really was time for that entry. So when it crossed this trend line on the 15 minute, man, it was takeoff time. When it crossed that trend, let me take off my drawing. So because I wanted to show you the neckline. It was Cash Money Records. We in the building. Like they turned on the 99 music, and you know how they go. You know, it was turn up time. So once it crossed that trend line right here, it was all go. But you seen that more clear on your 15 minute, and your hour told you what to look for. Your hour told you to look for a sale. So when it was coming down and it was giving you this, you had no reason to not take the sale. When you got your star bar arrow on the 15 minute, take it and hold it. As long your stop losses, if you taking a sale, your stop loss should be above here. Yeah, move it as you get in profit, protect your money, but take it up here. If you taking multiple entries, and that's the thing about taking multiple entries. If you take a multiple entry and for your late entry to withstand what could be possibly be a pullback, your stop loss got to be all the way up here for it to be safe. So do you really want to take that? Do you really want to risk the profit that you probably already made to double up? I prefer to double up at the top. But you got to know when to do it. Would I take another one right here? Yeah, I got a star, I got a bar.
And
I'm already in a
with an
sell
arrow.
trend and I'm at the top. Boop. Yep, that would have been the pullback that would have said, I'm going to take another entry. Well, if I wanted to take another entry because it was moving good, would I take it while it was down here? No, I wouldn't take it until I had a pullback. That's the only way I would stack trades on my in my trading. Otherwise, I'm not stacking trades, because then I'm risking losing the profit that I already made. And we don't get money back. We need that.
You know, Coach CREE, that was clarity for me, because even though I would look at it on the 1 hour, when I go down to the lower time frame and errors pop up, like if I know we're in a downtrend from the hour time frame, but if I'm on the minute, when I go in, if I get a green arrow, I'm thinking I'm supposed to get out, because now the market is about to go up. Not thinking that the ultimate trend is a downtrend.
Right. And that's why I say once you're in profit, it's on you. So once it's down, you see that green off, you can take your profit, because you can also get back out. You can also get back out. That's what you needed. You can also get back, in after the pullback. So even that's protecting your money. So yeah, you can go here, that's the scalping. And y'all know I'm a scalper, because
I think I just started leaning more towards scalping.
yeah, I like to scalp. And that's why I say when I do NAS, I'm 50 to 100 pips. Well, with Taz, I've been doing more like 150. So with the system he gave, because it helps them that much more because it's there, it's marked up. I don't have to take time to mark up, put my stuff on there. I put it in there, do it, take it, boom, got my money. You know what I'm saying? And then I protected my profit. And this is one thing, one of the traders that taught me, and it sticks in me. You can never lose money. You can never go broke taking profit. So if you take your profit and you didn't get all your pips and you didn't quite hit your goal, cool, you get closer. But if you don't take your profit and you stay in, you're giving up money. So go ahead, take your profit when you see it right there until you're comfortable. I don't like to hold my trade, so I'm not really much of a stacker. Because I'm gonna take my profit, and when I see another entry, I'm gonna take another trade. Yes, protect your profit like you protect your peace. By all means. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. You know, I try not to go too fast.
Guys, and I know that you mentioned it one time, and I'm going to mention it again, that triple screen. Oh my
Mhm.
God. What a revelation. Thank you, Coach, for that tip.
Oh, you're welcome. And that's another thing. I like triple screens when I'm trading and I'm scalping because it will remind me of the trend. So it'd be like, okay, because sometimes you get the scalping. Oh, okay, boom, I'm gonna take this, boom. But wait, I forgot I'm only taking sales. So I'm gonna let that go because I don't know how far this pullback gonna be, and I'm gonna just catch my next sale. And I'm gonna let it go and I'm gonna just catch my next sale. But I'm gonna stay in a trend because what if I kept trying to catch these? And then want to go to the trend, then try to catch it, then want to go to the trend, I'm gonna lose money. Because I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna close that profit up here. It's gonna pull back down, I'm gonna close in the red. And then I'm gonna take a buy and it's gonna go up a little bit, then it's gonna pull back down, I'm gonna close in the red. Then I'm gonna take a sell and it's gonna go down for a little bit, then it's gonna pull back up because I am not in my proper trend. And I don't have the right things. Even here, remember, even this is sale and I took this one and it was short, when I seen, let me tell y'all, no, I wouldn't take this and it's short because yeah, I'm in a sell trend, but my TDI is gold. So I'm gonna sit on my hand or I'm gonna look for a star bar arrow over here to take a buy. I'm in between my trend lines, I'm waiting. Once this came back again and on my trend lines, bang, I'm taking my sales again. So patience is very, very important. And that's why I've never been like the greatest with patience. So scalping is, I like scalping and HFX. Give my money, send me on my way. Don't have my nerves bad up here. It's gonna make it. It's gonna get there. I got 100 lots on here. I'm sweating out. My lot size is huge. I'm trying to get my money and go. Right. And that's where over leveraging is important too. I'd rather take a lower leverage than over leverage. I'll be mad because I ain't make the money I want, but I won't be mad because I blew my account or lost money. So let me see if it's something. Look at JJ. Look at JJ. Bing, 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 bing. Let's look at it. Maybe we can make a little money real quick. Let me get out there. I gotta go to the right there. Maybe we can put a trade in.
So you know
And
what? It would be good. Can you walk through this one step by step if you was gonna place a trade?
for GJ,
Uh-huh.
yep, that's what I'm about to do right now.
All right, awesome.
Okay. So here, oh boom. Y'all, this is beautiful too. Because we might as well go on ahead and turn this one up. Here, we seen it made us drop. We on our hour. We see our star bar arrow. And it has the ADR star right here in the pull up. So what we doing? I'm gonna draw the box for y'all too. So I'm just drawing the shape so y'all can help identify. This is our arrow. So this is where we want to see. Stop it, nobody tell you to go down there. So boom, let's go here. Let's go down to our 15-minute. You see the consolidation. You recognize it. And you have your trend lines. Let me get off of here because it keeps. I want to scroll. Okay. You see your trend lines. So I'm gonna ask y'all, which way are we looking for to take this trade? What we looking for?
Okay.
Right, we looking for a buy. We seen our star bar arrow on the 1 hour and bang, it's right here on the 15-minute. So when will we want to take an entry for, and we have our it's gold up here. So when will we want to look for an entry on this trade?
Once it crossed the trend line,
Which one here?
yes.
That definitely would be a good entry point. You're right. What
Okay,
would be
so
an,
I have a question though. Since
Mhm.
it's the little scissors there, doesn't that mean reversal?
out? Y'all be making my heart. I was just gonna say,
And
Sam
the
mentions
bars
that too on the last one. So you know what would be an even better entry point? Wait for this
if
to
it
pull
come down.
back. Let
Okay,
it pull back to where it's gonna pull back and take your buy there, which will probably be down here by the trend lines. Cause it'll probably bounce in between the trend lines for a while. Y'all know about the flag? His trend lines show it. I ain't finna go there. I ain't gonna start that because I'll do it another one, another session, because y'all gonna be like, what? But again, it's just another pattern. But the way the system is set up, the pattern is right there. So as long as you know the pattern, you're gonna see the pattern and you're gonna know what to wait for. So me, I wanna see it come down here to the bottom of the trend lines, back down here. The ADR star is something that I'm gonna look for because the ADR star is the range, starting range for the day. So I wanna see it really wanna pull back, and then I wanna take my entry for my buy, unless they pull all the way back down below here, because this here is what I would want my stop loss to be. And so, and this is what I mean by holding your trades. But if you have if you're a person who can hold trades and you got a huge lot size and you the drawdowns don't bother you, you can take it now. You got you risk down here though 170 stop loss for pips. For 40 pips. I wouldn't even take that trade. It's not even 1-for-1. If I'm risking 140 pips, I better be getting 140 pips. And I'm not risking 140 pips. I don't really like to do 20 or 25, but I do. You know what I'm saying? So never forget your risk management while you trade. It came up twice. It's twice on the thing, that's why. So, you know, that makes sense. You want this pullback that is showing you a 1 a year, so go ahead. Ain't nothing wrong, drop to another lower time frame. We looking for a pullback in GJ. Everything said want to buy. We wait for the right entry. Look how that just pulled back and tapped up off of there. This is not a good entry. Don't take it with me though. Let me tell you, I took it because it gave a break and retest off of here and retested off of here. It's at the bottom. It turned gold to go back up towards the buy. So it looked like it might want to push up, and I have my gold dot right here. So it really might be a good entry, but I took it early because I didn't look everything. I have my star bar arrow. And this is like, if I was at home trading, this is what I'd be doing.
So do you necessarily trade like that GJ? We know that the trend is a buy trend.
Mhm.
So do you use the TDI? Would you get in like for sales on the pullbacks with the black snake?
I don't like how, that's what, look, I told y'all don't take this trade because if I was in my regular live trade and I really was doing this, I wouldn't have took this trade for a pullback. One, I want to see, I wouldn't took because I wouldn't want to hold it. I see the star bar arrow. I want to see it push up more, but this is so high. I want to see this do something else first. I do have this star in this bar here, so it makes it likely, but I want to see, I need to see the momentum ready for this trade to push like I want it to push. And on the 5 minute, it showed the momentum. On a 15 minute, on the 1 minute, it don't. On a 15 minute, it don't either. So me, I would take it and hold it in my demo. Because
Okay.
I probably will watch it to see, wait for it to turn around because that's all I'm waiting for. Because can it be strong enough to just turn and go? Yeah, it can do anything it wants. It's the market. But I would know I'm looking to hold, or I know I'm gonna have to be willing to risk a pullback. So don't take a big lot size. Because this can go and stay and this can flatten out and stay up here. And then it can go ahead and start buying because everything is go. I mean, you have everything to say that it can go for your buy. You just want to see it actually go. This is me. I would have just wanted it to be down here. But I also like to take a big lot size, catch my fips and get out the market. But you can, this is definitely a trade you can sit in now because this baby look like it want to go right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my lap now. This is gonna be our trade for the night. I'm gonna put my trade. Did I answer some questions? Did I make y'all
Absolutely, thank you.
I didn't make anybody more confused?
Perfect
To answer
explanation.
your question, I see the matrix, Neo.
You see what? Matrix.
Yes, I see the matrix, Neo.
Cool. Cool. But y'all see the things that make you look, see the things that make you think. It's just extra confrontations. Now you see how this is pulling back? I'm not saying it won't go or it won't pull back. The pullback won't be long, but on that 1 minute, it wasn't ready. It didn't have the momentum. And it was still close to that trend line with the star bar arrow. But I still seen my buy over here on my 1 hour. And buy. It's telling us right here to buy. So, you know, and I do like the system because it makes it so easy. So all you have to do is look at, oh, it's like, go take a buy and go find your entry point. And I always tell people, I don't never tell people get in a trade. I say, look for your entry point. It's buying. Look for your, if I told you right here, it's buying, look for your entry point. Your entry point shouldn't be till it do a pullback. That's why a lot of people don't like taking signals because it's a way to take a signal. It's a way to take a trade. On the chart, the SBA system is powerful if you understand the signals and when to get in and out the trade. If you don't, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna miss the power of it. Or if you don't know when to hold it or how long to hold it. Or if you're not sure about your trade. Any other questions?
Do you want any water added in this or just a little bit of hot water? Yeah. All right. Anything else I can throw you on that? Need one?
No, thank you.
I'll hear that.
Thank you. Any questions? And I wanted to take this too so y'all can see how this go, how this pullback go, how it's sit, how the trade is. I mean, if we talking about doing it, I gotta show you. Be comfortable. And plus you gotta know when to get out your trade when it's not going your way.
In regards to that point, Coach CREE, how to get out of the trade when it's not going your way. Do you bring the stop loss to meet the price, or do you just simply X out of it?
I have before I get in any trade, I know how much I'm willing to lose. So when I'm looking at that trade, and each one is different depending on where I take my entry. So if I would have actually took my entry up here, I have to be willing to lose more because I know the trade looks like it want to pull back. But if I take my entry and it's like closer to my star bar arrow, I'm not willing to lose as much. I don't have to risk losing as much because I don't have as far for it to turn around to tell me I changed my mind, I want to go another way. So either I'm going to choose my exit point by how many pips, the pip loss I set either for that day or for that trade, or the amount of money that I set for that day or for that trade. Even during the day, I want to make this much money, I'm willing to lose this much money. That's something that you have to know. You have to know that. I'm willing to take this many trades, I'm willing to lose this many trades. You have to. If you don't know that, you can take your account as high as you want and blow it that quick because you didn't set your own limits. Because what the market give, it will take back.
In a heartbeat.
Even faster than what it gave it and more. Okay. Okay.
All right. It might, I
Anything
put it on
else?
for a minute, so be careful, it might be too hot. And I added hot water.
Any other questions? How y'all feel? Do y'all feel comfortable enough to try that in demo and add in that information to what you know? Do you feel like I can at least try that in demo and it will help my trading?
You can unmute, guys.
Yes, I do. I've been trying it myself in demo, and I took my first live trade yesterday on UJ, and matter of fact, I'm still in it.
Are you in profit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me get a quarter.
Yeah, I'm taking quarters.
Right.
How long did you demo trade before doing your first live trade?
I've been demoing for 2 weeks. So I tried to rush it and I didn't understand it. So I got back out and went back to my demo, and I was doing pretty good. I lost a couple of trades, but the ratio was more wins than losses. And yesterday I practiced patience while I was on demo. because I would jump out the trades as soon as I would see a black star or I'd see a black candle, I would jump out. So I just practice patience, and I just held it yesterday. Got my green star bar arrow. I jumped in the UJ, and I've been in UJ ever since. I'm still in it right now.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I have about 6 entries now because when it pulled back, then I added another
Took
entry.
another inch. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're sitting pretty on that trade.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I know. It's gotta be. That's why I
Yeah.
say you got a quarter, a
Yes,
dime.
sir.
I'll take a dime, a dollar, a penny.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
ma'am.
love it.
It's cute, cute.
Look, I'll take the screenshot. So y'all got to what to say. Just show the screenshot.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
Right.
That's what I wanted to know.
What?
When I think, well, I've been out all day driving, doing stuff, but I saw that, and it's bad because I'm peeking in to see what y'all doing. So I didn't talk to some people, and so I wanted to know, was it okay to do the screenshot on the demo? Because I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I'm in my demo.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like I tell some of my other teams. Do your screenshot on your demo, because what you're doing is, and post it too, especially if you're building. You know why? Because people love to see, if they see that you're actually learning and you're benefiting, you can build as you go. You don't have to wait till you get it. Let them know I'm getting it. Let them know it's working. Let them know I'm getting better. Let them know my coaches help me. Let them know I can reach out. Let them know they here. Let them know. Because you know why so many people look for that? Because so many people who really need this help trying to get it, they've been scammed. So when they see somebody that's doing it and they're actually learning, they actually have a team of people that support them. They can really show like this is really working. I'm tell them I'm in my demo account, but in a minute I'm gonna be in my live because y'all see I keep winning.
Yes.
So, and that's going to encourage you because you're going to keep looking at yourself winning. So yes, look at yourself win. Keep looking and seeing what yourself doing. But all of that, that's just putting more positivity in your face, more confirmation.
Yeah, I just talked to somebody today that's really hurt. And they kept saying they kept trying to reach out to people and they wouldn't help. I was like, it ain't like that over here.
Right.
I'm like, it ain't like that over here. So I said, you're gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay.
Yep.
And so he did. I'm not sure if you guys are. Tomorrow's Friday, so are we still having? He might.
Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday, honey.
Oh, see, yeah. Well,
thinking,
he's
like-
gonna be on tomorrow then. I'm losing. I didn't lost all my little days. No. Anyway, yes. So he will be on tomorrow. He's excited. And I'm excited too. So he said he couldn't get on today, but he will be on tomorrow.
Right. And even show them, this is my demo. Don't take pictures when you want to call. This is me. You see they talking to see, I'm asked a question, boom, I get an answer just like that. If it ain't this one, it's this one. If it ain't this one, it's this one. It's multiple.
Yes.
And that's what I love about the team. It's multiple. I love the fact that I can step back, take care of my mom, but I know nobody is hurting because we got Taz, we got Edgar, we got, what is her name? I can't think of her name. I forget. The one who do the London trade.
That is Ron Knight, Mod Boss Ron Knight.
Right. Oh, wait. I forgot about him too. Wait, no, I was gonna call him. I was saving him for the music man at the end. Because he's already, he brings the music. He's the hype man and all with it. So, we have, a wonderful team. And even just not the coaches, you have the other members who's willing to step up and help you and share their knowledge. So yeah, share all of that stuff because that's what people looking for.
Absolutely. And another thing, Carrie, that you want to keep in mind is if you take a look and you listen to every single coach in sports, basketball, football, baseball, it doesn't matter, hockey, whatever it is, okay? How you practice is how you play. Your practice is your demo, okay? So if you do your demo consistently, okay, and you practice hard and you put everything that you're learning into play on that demo account, guess what? It's going to carry over to your regular trading. Okay, so how you practice is how you play.
Exactly. Great. Put perfectly.
Thank you all. I appreciate this. That's exactly what I told them. So thank you.
Any other questions? I don't want to overload y'all because I'm gonna come back with a little less of the M patterns and more of these trend lines and how TAS has the system set up. And actually, I'm going to talk about the flag pattern. It's going to come back to these patterns. That flag is going to also end up relating to them M's and W's, and how TAS system points out the perfect entry for your on your system with the star bar arrow, even in the patterns. It's just knowing how to identify them. Let me check. Let me look at this. Look, so I can see. I want to see what's going on. I'm still playing around. See, now this is the thing. Now, when I talk about exit point, something that I would think about as an exit point that it ain't showing y'all right. It ain't showing you yet. It's probably showing it on the 1 minute. Hold on, I want to show y'all something. But I want to show y'all something else I found on here. Look, no, it ain't doing it right there. I can't show it to y'all. I gotta find. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot when it's doing it and share and show y'all like, look, this is so dope, y'all. But even when you look at the system, another key, if you pay attention, like when it's turning down like this and this is turning, it's definitely changing directions. It's definitely gonna make a bigger move. So this, like this turned down with the black, but it didn't really make me want to get out because the buy is still holding. It's still gold. Now, if it started turning down like it curved here, then I would be like, okay, well, maybe this is finna go ahead and finish this sale. Maybe it's finna pull back to here, to here, to here. But it hasn't completely broken down here or went up, but it's a possibility. But those are things to look for. Your exit strategy is just as important as your entry. Okay, any other questions?
Thank you, Coach.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for tonight. I hope this helps you all. I cannot wait to give you all some. I can't wait to show y'all the oil strategy. But I'm gonna finish up with this the oil strategy on here. It's beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
Me neither. I'm excited.
I know. This week down.
Look, I love oil. Oil is just like a slow moving indice. You're gonna make a lot of money, it just moves slower.
Coach, you know, I had not been paying attention until you mentioned oil. I had not been paying attention to it. I'm watching now. I'm watching.
The oil has, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna give you a slight key to what I'm gonna show y'all. Oil has a move that it does every day, except for one day of the week, every day at the same time. And it moves at least 10 pips every day. And you know, 10 pips on oil, that can be $100 easy. $1,000 easy with the right lot size.
Hmm.
Okay, what time is?
I can't tell y'all yet.
Wait until next Wednesday.
And it's great. I'm telling you, y'all gonna love it. And go set, just go boom, boom, 15 minutes. And it's on a 15-minute chart.
Oh, boy. You gonna do that next Wednesday?
If I don't do it next Wednesday, I'm gonna do it after because I still want to do the trend line one. Maybe I can
Okay.
do them both.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, but yeah, it's dope. And let me tell you the crazy part is, one of the people who I got it from is one of the people who the head of Tradeology before Tradeology was even going.
Hmm. Inside trading.
Right. So I really can't wait to share with y'all because it's a super dope strategy, I'm telling you.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. All right, we are now at 10:15, so we're gonna go ahead and let you get back to your mom, okay? We really, really appreciate, Coach, you taking the time, especially under the circumstances tonight, to share, this pearls with us. And we really appreciate you,
Oh, you guys are welcome.
all right? And tell mom that we all wish her very well, and we're praying very hard for her.
Sending prayers for your mom.
She's clapping. Can you hear her clapping?
Blessings to you, your mom, and your family.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate and love all of that. Thank you all very much. She speaks low right now, so you can't hear her, but she was clapping so y'all can hear her. She said, thank you.